Welcome back, boys. Today is Tuesday, August 18th, 2026, and I hope you're having a great Tuesday. We're practically halfway through the week, right? Like, I mean, you understand it is Tuesday. Tuesday's already over. Who was calling me? Who is this? Okay, I have an incoming video call. I have no idea who this is. I got to figure this out. Who is this? Hello? Hello?
Yes, my name is Tommy. Someone speaks.
Your name's what? Wait. You're,
Can you hear me?
wait, what is your name?
Tommy Wilson speaking from the unclaimed department of Treasury and Finance.
Oh my God! Oh wow! You're calling my email. Oh my God, Tommy! Look, guys, it even says Tommy Wilson. Oh wow. Okay, how much money have I unclaimed? How much money? How much money? Come on, Tommy, tell me.
3.5 million.
Whoa, guys! Did you hear? I'm live streaming right now, Tommy Wilson. But guys, did you hear this? Wow! He said, tell all your fans to fuck off. But, of course, the only fan I have is Henna. Henna, she's here. So, Henna, Tommy Wilson says to fuck off. I know that's going to be heartbreaking to hear from Tommy Wilson, but it is what it is. And NotSure is also in the house. NotSure, you missed Tommy Wilson. Tommy Wilson called me on a video call. He was from the unclaimed department of the National Treasury, which apparently I had $2.3 million. I'm going to be kicking myself in the butt for that. $2.3 million. Well, hopefully it wasn't one of those like voice scams, you know, where they like take your voice and then they basically run your voice through AI, because, well, if that's the case, I'm damn near fucked. As much content as I have on the internet. So make sure to give him your social security number. Well, I gave him your social security number, NotSure. Don't ask how I got it. Let's not get in the details, but I gave him yours as my backup. I said, if should my social security number not work, here is my backup, right? So it's kind of, think of it as like a recovery social security number. Like you have a recovery phone number, a recovery email. Well, why shouldn't you have a recovery social security number? And that's what I did. I gave it to Tommy Wilson. All right, boys. I hope you guys are ready for like one of the. This is going to go down as the absolute best live stream ever. And look, I mean, it's already so good that NotSure is squirting all over the place. Though I would be more impressed if Henna was the one doing the squirting, but we'll take what we can. It's NotSure who's squirting all over the chat room. It's kind of disgusting, but we might ban him for that. But it's okay. He needs to see a doctor. NotSure, don't do that. Why are you doing that? All right, let me. All right, there's that. Okay, so I've spent a little time just kind of like, working on this, if Matthew gets in here, I'll talk about what we're doing and where we're going. But I've spent a little bit of time basically trying to turn it into a service. I have not made a lot of progress because, well, I was working on it last night, and then I was working on it early this morning. And then around 7 o'clock, well, I went on a run. And then as soon as I got back from the run, which I got back from the run at around 7:30, work just started hammering me. It just was nonstop. And to make matters worse, I didn't have a great run. And I knew I wouldn't. It was really my own fault because I went running yesterday and I was like, no, Addie, no, you're supposed to lift today. Today is weight training. But I mean, I like weight training, but you don't get that same, just that feeling of that like exhilaration, that entire just like exhaustive just feeling you get from a good run. And I was like, nope, I don't care. I'm going on a run. And I got maybe a quarter mile into it, and my legs were like, ha, 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 old man. You thought you could do this 2 days in a row? Ha, ha, ha. So I not only ended up cutting the run short, which is I planned to do from the get-go. I cut the run short and I walked a lot. Like it was like a lot of walking, a lot of running. So now I'm kind of screwed because I don't want to run on Thursday because I have I have my flight Thursday evening, and I just don't want to do that, right? Like, I don't want to go on a run and then just be up for 24 hours, and it just sounds miserable, right? So tomorrow is my last opportunity to run here, at least, for the foreseeable future. We'll see how long the foreseeable future lasts. It could be a couple of weeks. It could be a few months. I'm hoping for I'm hoping for the few months, but, I drew this out yesterday. Can I find that drawing? I drew it all out yesterday. The 2 paths that Addie's life could take. That was not this was not it. Lindsay Core is in the house. Lindsay, how are you doing, sir? I hope you're doing better. It sounded like you were having a rough day yesterday. I certainly do hope that, things are I certainly hope that, at least you're on the up and up. I hope that, you have reached the inflection point, and now things are going to start curving up. I hope that the slope is positive, Lindsay Core. That's what I'm hoping for you, young man. Let me see. I don't know what it is. I've taken to calling younger guys. I've taken to calling them young man because I'm old now, right? So I feel like, okay, I'm in a position where I can, where I could call younger men a young man. I think I'm old enough where I have earned the right to use the term young man to a young man, right? And Lindsay being 18 years old, I think it's appropriate, and I think it's okay for me to call somebody like him young man. And I don't mean that with any disrespect. By no means do I mean it with disrespect. It's more of it's not a disrespect thing by any means. It's just, young man. He's a young man. The things going a bit well. The things are going a bit well. Well, it'll get better every day, day by day. But yes, so Henna, in case you haven't fallen asleep yet, this was the graph yesterday where I was drawing out the possible course, the 2 possible courses that my life could take in the near term, which of course is the top one, which is I go to Cape Town. Both of these are possible outcomes of what happens after Cape Town, right? I go to Cape Town and then I do a bunch of this, and then I buy a new PC, right? Once I get back to the US. Of course, the option that I like is here on the bottom, where I, of course, I remain in Africa and then come back in November and then get married and have babies and then buy a house and have chickens and goats, and then I die a happy man. So, this dying a happy man, if I get the rest of this, if I get the things before this, this die a happy man part, that could come in the next 10 years and I'd be fine. Yeah, sure. Why not, Henna? Why not some babies? Young women want babies. So why not just I'd give her a baby or two. The way I see it is, how much longer do I've got? Right? 20, 30 years if I'm lucky. So, that kid's not going to be my problem for long. I could go tomorrow. So that kid, I'll let her deal. I'll let her deal with the kids, when the kid's an adult and being when the kid's 35 and needs money to get his girlfriend an abortion, but he's actually lying and saying it's for a down payment on a house or whatever. I'll let her deal with that. I'll be gone. Henna says, you can buy them somewhere, old man. I can buy a baby. No, I want my own baby. If there's going to be a baby that I am taking care of, that I am supporting, it's going to be my blood. It needs to be my blood, my genetics, my DNA. That has to be my blood running through that baby's veins. So I'm not going to, I've always felt that with adopted children, it's not to say that I wouldn't be able to form a bond with an adopted child. But there would always be a gap, right? There would always be that slight gap. So, when you talk about a limit and limits approach a number, but they never actually hit the number, it's kind of like that. There were just I think I would be able to love a child maybe 96, 97% as much as I would be able as I would love a biological child. So I would get all the way there, right? It's just let's say that I had 2 babies, one was my own and one was adopted, right? And let's say that I had I want to make sure I get the math correct on this. Wait, there is a math. What is it? Online math CAD. I think I'm thinking of Juniper notebooks. But anyway, so like, let's say I had $1 million to give away, right? $1 million. So what I'm going to do is since I said 96% as much, so as I would love a normal child, a regular child. So let's see, divide it by 2, and then, divide it by 2, and then times, wait, what am I doing? No, you know what I'm trying to say, right? Times 0.96. So, okay, so this, basically what I'm getting at is, if I had $1 million to divvy up among my offspring, these two hypothetical offspring, my existing daughter, I'm gonna leave her out of the picture for now, right? But like, if I had $1 million to divvy up between like this new genetic baby, this biological baby, and this adoptive baby, so what I would do is and I have $1 million, I'm giving $480,000 to the adoptive child, and I'm giving $520,000 to the biological child. Now, that could change. Like, if the biological child basically disowns me and never talks to me, but the adoptive child is very loving and like constantly like, his dad, you're the coolest, then that number is going to increase. Then like that, the amount of money that I'm leaving to you in my will is not strictly dictated by blood. Right? It could all like it can be bought, essentially. Like, so you give me lots of love, I'm going to give you lots of money, which is pretty much just the story of my life, really. Okay, just get an au pair. I would get an au pair, but not for the reasons you're thinking of. Okay, try to survive a week first. Try to survive a week with the baby? No, I mean, I don't really want a baby, but like, if I loved a woman enough and she really wanted a baby, like, I remember, like, yeah, I probably would. Like, I remember with my wife, like, do you want to have a baby? And she like, when we met, she wanted a baby, but then she changed her mind somewhere along the way. So I'm not against the idea. I'm not like, no way, no. Like, I mean, it could happen. Yes, I'm 51, but, you know, yeah, whatever. Let me see. Fathers at 51. 16 celebrity dads who became fathers after 50. So you get Kelsey Grammer, who became a father at age 70. Okay, that's just ridiculous. Al Pacino at age 83. Robert De Niro at age 79. Like, that's too old. Mick Jagger at 73. Richard Gere at 70. George Lucas at 69. Nice. Ronnie Wood. I've never heard of Ronnie Wood. Billy Joel at 68. This is a bit ridiculous. Steve Martin, Rod Stewart, Alec Baldwin at 64. A bit ridiculous, but I mean, well, his wife actually, she seems. She's a good-looking woman. I get it. Although that's a lot of, I mean, if you have Alec Baldwin money, sure. You just hire nannies, right? Perfect. But if you're like a regular middle-class person, no, that's just too many babies. Jeff Goldblum at 62. Bruce Willis became a father at 59. Michael Douglas at 58. Okay, these are getting into more reasonable ages. Simon Cowell at 55. All right, so I mean, like, at some point you're going to say no, but I don't know. What do you think of my AI version of Kekbo? It's just, all you showed me was I mean, it looks great, but all it is just the skeleton of like a chat client. Like that's all it is, but it wasn't even a chat client. It was like a chat interface. So, you know. Did you see the GitHub repo? No, I did not. I did not see the GitHub repo. Okay. All right. So I want to get working on this before NotSure goes and talks about like the packaging, because apparently we're going to sell this in a box. So, but why do I want to look at I mean, why? Well, like, chill. Like, I mean, you're just like throwing shit out. Like, I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, but like, I can't use it. Like, like, what do you want? Like, maybe we can use it, but okay, but you gotta remember the product. Don't get mad at me, NotSure. I didn't mean to. Don't get me wrong, I really do appreciate it, but like, it's you gotta chill. You gotta chill. Like, you gotta chill because, like, it's a chat client, and like, but what am I gonna do? Like, we're not near there. Well, I mean, like, if you want to go work, like, if you want to make that functional, like, I don't know how you built it. I'm assuming you use some like AI tool or something. You want to go making that functional, cool, because like the purpose of this, or the way that this is going to work, is that there's just going to be an API endpoint that you can either send messages to or stream messages to. There is a difference, but you can send messages to or stream messages to. And so whatever is actually sending the messages to this, like, Kekbo at this point is not the chat client, right? It's this AI service. So, you know, it's functional. Great. Like, but still, like, okay, it's functional. Okay, that's all we need. Maybe we can use it. I don't know. All right, just because I don't want to make NotSure mad. I mean, at least it's not making Matthew mad, because that boy is gonna, like, that boy is gonna snap. Like, he has potential to be dangerous. That boy is not steady. Okay, let me see. Okay. Oh wait. No. Wait. Oh my gosh. Oh my stars and garters. Okay, Dev Zybe is back. Dev Zybe, welcome back. My Russian friend who lives in Kursk. And then I did remember today that Lindsay is Moroccan. Lindsay is from Morocco. So I did remember that. Okay, so I'm going to log in. Let me find my login information. All right, don't get me wrong. It looks beautiful. It looks great, but Pakistani. Well, then who the fuck is Russia? Oh, I think it's System T201X. He's the one. Wait, what the hell? He's the one who is, System T201X is from Russia. Ooh, that makes me even more nervous with all the, like, because, like, remember how, like, the other night there was that alt of his, Sharon Peters, and I think NotSure blocked him. And yes, I'm purposely using him. NotSure blocked him. It was Sharon Peters, and she sent me, whoever this person was, sent me messages on Instagram. Like, went and followed me on Instagram and starts DMing me on Instagram, and I'm like, chill. Like, what? Who are you? Anyway, okay, so, I mean, look, this looks beautiful. Like, I mean, it looks wonderful. Review, I don't know what review is. Oh, I guess it's like moderated. Okay, knowledge. Oh my gosh. So, what is this? Like, I mean, okay, so wait, was this demo data that you created? NotSure. Okay, I'm a little more intrigued because I really like this. Okay. I mean, in terms of like okay, everyone is fired. The AI created the demo data. Wow. Oh. I mean, All right, well, have you just built the tool? Have you just built the tool outright? Wait a minute. I need to figure something out. What am I doing here? Okay, we got that there. Perfect. Hi, Bob. Hi, Alice. Oh, wait, I am Alice. Oh, wait, okay. Hi, Bob. Okay, there it is. Hi, Aaron. Hi, Aaron. the heavily tattooed ex-girlfriend that I talk about, her name was Erin, and I had a weird thought about her just now. Hello. But maybe I don't want, like, never mind. I'm gonna stop that thought. I think Henna's already fallen asleep. Okay, I mean, this looks great, but wait, how do I get back to that knowledge view? Where's that knowledge view that I was just looking at? Oh, it's up here, knowledge. So I really do like this. This is cool, but the thing is again, this is great for demos. This would be great for like a demo. But we got to build the product. We got to build the product. I love this. Where's the GitHub repo? Let me look at the GitHub. Like, what's it built in or anything? Like, okay, did you send me an invite? Invitation to join. Here we go. Accept invitation. Okay. All right. What is this? This is in... It's in Python? All right. Well, that's cool. It looks like you were already building the whole product. So does it do what we've been talking about? Is it just built in there, ready to go? It should do the thing. It should do the thing. Yes, but how well? Okay, does it do the thing? And also, like, how does sessionization work? Like, how big can the conversations be? How soon does the answer have to be before the question, or like after the question? Like those kind of things. Or is this like, I don't know, the AI just did it? Is it just the I don't know, the AI did it kind of thing? Well, this looks nice. All right, well, we'll just move on to another project then. NotSure has already written it. It's done. No, I'm not annoyed. Do we have a Discord or Slack? Curious about, are you building a community? Yes, there is a Discord. If you look in the description of the video, I think there's a Discord link in there. I think. Let me look over here. Invite to server. I'm going to paste the Discord link into the chat. There we go. You should be able to join the Discord there. So does it do the thing? Does it extract knowledge from conversations, and like how big of a conversation is it? And like you think so? Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to keep moving forward with mine. You go ahead and work on yours. That's fine. I like the chat interface, but this actually, where was the chat interface in that repo? Where was the chat interface? Was there a chat interface? Where's the chat interface? Is there no chat Okay, Lore UI, security. I mean, I love the UI. I love the, yeah, I like that. But you could, But the main thing here is that this has like the service that is actually extracting the knowledge, and like it's all API based, right? And I don't know how it's set up in this. I kind of get the impression you don't either. The AI knows, but it's all going to be API based, because what it really is you would have something like Teams or Slack be able to send stream messages to this service. And then the service just kind of like brings it in and does its thing. It's running Llama on the back end. I get the, so there is this company that my company is doing a integration with. And I was on a tech call with them today. The founder, there's 2 founders, and I was on the call with both the founders. It was me and one of my more senior engineers. And so we're on this call. And this is something that our product manager has been pushing hard. Like, he says he's vetted them, and like he thinks it's a good deal, and like blah blah blah. Like he's been pushing it really hard. And so I'm on the call with them because like he wants to push it like in the next few weeks, and I'm like chill, right? Like the problem is you get this shit out there. Nobody knows how it's implemented or how it works or how it's run. They just know like, oh, look, it has a beautiful interface and I was able to do it in 20 minutes, but nobody knows how the fuck it does what it does. And so, and then that's, oh, I'm sure there's no security concerns there. Not with Kekbo necessarily. I'm just talking in general. And so I'm on a call with these guys. And I'm asking them a few, like me and the other engineer will need to reverse engineer it, or we could just engineer it. Anyway, so I'm on a call, and my engineer and I, like we're on the call, and I'm asking them these technical questions, and it's very much like it reminded me actually of NotSure, because it's a lot of buzzwords, a lot of like keywords, a lot of like buzz phrases, you know, like I don't want to say I don't want to give anything away, but just like, you know, well, with our SOAR solution, blah, 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 like, well, with just like, and I'm like, okay, but how does it work? Like how like I'm trying to, and like I got the impression towards the end of the call that like they had obviously used an AI to write a good portion of the product, which fine, all the power to you, right? Like fine, nothing wrong with that. But not only had they used it, but they were trying to make an entire company acquisition. Our company is being bought by Amazon, publish. But they were trying to make an entire company. This was their entire company. It was based on this product that I got the impression neither one of them knows how it works. They just, like NotSure said, they just know it does the thing. It just does the thing. It's fine. It just does the thing. And like, it's like, no, that's not fine. Like, I mean, sure, doing the thing is part of it, but you need to know how it does the thing. And what if it doesn't do the thing correctly? How do you fix it? Or do you just tell AI to fix it, right? Like it starts to break down. It's like the whole process of like it starts to break down. Why won't anybody listen to me? No, it's man. But like, so they have this entire company. We're spending a lot of money to be able to bring their product into our product, white labeled, which means that like we're putting our name on it, which means that like it's going to be now. And this is the other thing that's really weird about this integration, where like users are going to have to do a separate install of their product outside of the ecosystem of our product, and then they're going to have to configure our product to, and so it's like this integration doesn't make sense from like a business standpoint, and then from a technical standpoint, I don't think anybody in that company knows how the fuck it works, which concerns me, which is like because we are a cybersecurity company. They are in the cybersecurity field. And if nobody knows how the fuck it works, then what are you setting yourself up for? Like a lot of crying and late nights. And like I don't know what to do, because the product manager is pushing this really hard, and I just want to be like, no, like I am not, like, because I'm the one who's going to give it the engineering stamp of approval, right? It comes back on me. It's like, yes, stamp it, approved. I approve of this. And it's like, I don't need to know how it works, right? Like, there's plenty of things in my organization that I don't know how it works, but that's fine, right? As long as that, but I know who does know how it works. Like, if I have a question about how this thing works, I know who to talk to. And maybe even I don't know exactly who to talk to, but I know who to ask, and they can either tell me how it works or they can tell me who does know how it works, right? I can get there. But these guys, they don't know how it works. And I'm like, I'm supposed to give the Addy stamp of approval, the Addy guarantee, right? The Addy warranty on this thing that nobody knows how it does what it does. And it's like, I don't want to do that. Like, I'm not comfortable doing that because somebody needs to know. But no, apparently 2026, nobody needs to know how computers work. Nobody does. I don't like it. I don't like it at all, boys. I'm very angry. I'm angry. Wow. Jeez Louise. All right, give me a second. That sucks. All right. Okay. We can meet in the middle. Oh, look, something needs reviewed. But see, you're building. Okay, I mean, go start your company. I'm trademarking Kekbo though. I'm trademarking it. This is an excellent demo. But the thing that also concerns me is, like, if you built this in 15 minutes, then anybody can. So I think that's going to be another thing that's difficult when it comes to selling. Let's figure out how it works. No, I want to build this. I want to build it. Okay. Even if it's a failure and AI can do it 10 times better than I can, which is probably true, I still want to build it because I enjoy the act of building it. So I want to go through the process of building it. So I don't want to go reverse engineering something that, like, AI generated for me. No, that's no fun. I would rather just build it myself. And on that note, I have to take a piss. I'll be right back. All right, let me, okay, so let's get back to this. Let's get back to my sad human version of what AI did in 10 minutes. But that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so what are we doing? We're going to come over here. So I decided to do the back end, at least for the POC, in Python because why not? I kind of wanted to do it in TypeScript just to become more familiar with TypeScript, but Python, Python's okay. I've been using it. it's fine. It's fine. TypeScript, I'm going to struggle, and like it's already going to take me long enough just because of how scatterbrained I am. So I was like, well, with Python, at least I can make some progress. And then I was like, well, I could do it in C#. And then I'm like, I could, but then there's complications with that too, because now suddenly you're moving out of the realm of scripted languages into what's the word? Interpreted languages, as opposed to, so, you know, you have scripted, you have interpreted, you have compiled, and we could do it in C++ if we really wanted to, but there's no reason to do it in C++. C#, when you start moving into the realm of interpreted languages, well, now you need an interpreter. Now, I mean, you're already going to need one for Python as well, but it's just I think there would be more fodder that would need to be built into the build system in general. Okay, so we're gonna have this messages stream. I'm gonna call it message stream. Excellent, easy. Now, what I was trying to do, or what I wanted to do earlier, I was basically just getting the entire. I was getting everything just kind of set up how I wanted it. But wait, what is going on with that? Oh, is it because I'm on Ubuntu? Okay, let me try this. All right. Is everybody having a good day? I hope everybody's having a great day. Okay, so I'm calling it knowledge service. Oh, wait. No. It's up here. So I actually want to enter into VS Code from this level. I think that's why. Okay, yeah. That's why I wasn't seeing anything in the source code, in the repo tab. All right, there we go. It's going to take a minute. What? Okay, it was an old file. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so what do I want to check in code-wise? Actually, I think I'm going to do this through source tree. I know I always say that people give me a hard time for using source tree, but honestly, I'm the one who gives myself a hard time for using source tree. I shouldn't use it, but I do. All right, we're going to move to a quiet stream is what we're going to do. I just want to be calm. I just want to work knowing that my friends are there with me. I know you guys are probably doing your own thing, and I'm doing my own thing, and now we are doing our own thing together. Dev Zive says, you need to choose TypeScript plus any framework for Fastify and Net.js. Yeah, like when I was talking to AI about it, like, it was like, the problem is AI will, like, if you want AI to talk you into using TypeScript, AI is going to talk you into using TypeScript. So it was because I was sit there and I was like, I kind of want to use TypeScript for this, and AI's like, TypeScript is an excellent choice. I think that's how you should move forward. And I was like, yeah, but if I did it with Python, then I might be able to do it faster. I think Python is also, actually, I recommend, this is why this project is perfect for Python. And then I was like, well, yeah, but then, it would be nice to work in C#. Well, C#, here's what, it's just like, okay, no, it's not going to give me any constructive feedback. So I know I could do it in TypeScript, but like I said, I'm going to do it in Python just because I'm more familiar with Python than I am with TypeScript. Also, with TypeScript, you have the entire Node.js ecosystem that you kind of got to bring along with it, right? Like, you have to package up everything. There's just a lot more to bring with it. Whereas with Python, okay, yeah, there's Python needs a lot too, but it's very straightforward. It's very just like with TypeScript, you have to have a certain build and then you have to run it through node run and all of that. Like it's just Python is just like Python script name. Go, good, done. Anyway, okay, this is St. Abilene. We're gonna have to have another. Yeah, so do I run tomorrow? I think I'm going to run tomorrow morning. The problem is I might have fucked myself, and not in a good way, right? Like, I might have fucked myself by doing that, like, shitty pseudo run today, and it's just like, why did I do that? I screwed myself up. Okay, so anything in .v we can ignore. Let's see. So ignore. I think, how do I want to do this? I want to do, I think I can do this. I can do */.venv venv */*. Will that work? Yeah, looks like it did. Okay. There's two, let's see, VS Code settings. I see. Okay, I'm going to remove this file. All right. I can remove this file too. Okay, and all of these I can add. Okay. Kind of my initial commit, even though NotSure was able to create this in 20 minutes using AI, except the problem with that is that no one knows how it works, including Matthew's father, who was never proud of him or me. Yeah, perfect. Perfect commit message. And then, so I'm using this Python project TOML file, and so that is actually new to me. So I wanted to actually write myself like a note. I wanted to, okay. I wanted to, because I have it all in AI, but I want to write, okay, did I, see, I didn't do it. So I need to find where I gave myself a note. Okay, this is what I want. NotSure says, okay, git commit feature perfect commit message. On the bullseye. Yes, sir. I got it right on the bullseye. Source. Okay, and then, okay, pip install with this interesting command, which I've never seen that before, but I like it. All right. Actually, I'll just do all of this, right? I'll just do it like this. I don't think I need those. And I don't need, I'm not going to do that. I'll just do pip install. All right. Excellent, boys. Excellent. So where do we even start? So what I wanted to do is, well, let's just make sure this is running. Ugh. This is an annoying little, I don't even know if it's a bug, but this console, like if I hit enter and there's nothing there, this is what I want. That's what I want when I hit enter in my console and there's nothing there. I want this. I want this. However, this console is just eating my enter and not doing anything in response. That's some bullshit right there. Warp terminal. Enter does nothing on empty prompt. When you press enter, okay, when you press enter on an empty prompt in Warp and nothing happens, usually because Warp ignores blank submissions in its default block input mode or custom shell configuration. I hate that. That's okay. Wait a minute. Okay, I can no longer press enter to send a blank line to my shell. This was 1 month ago. Here's what I found while triaging the issue. Okay, I just noticed this, and this is highly annoying. Annoying. I suspect this is working. God damn it, I cannot type. Working as designed, but frankly, that's a terrible design. When I press enter in my shell on a blank line, I want a blank line. Blank line in return. Oh my God. Please change this ASAP. I've attached a picture, a screenshot of what I want. All right, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, like why? Why would they take that away? Why? It's terrible. Anyway, all right, let's go. Oh, come on. Really? Why is this not working? Source vnviv bin activate. Oh, am I in PowerShell? That's why. All right. Because God forbid I actually be able to... Oh, wow. Yeah, God forbid I actually be able to, like, change the background color. Maybe the Warp UX developer is using AI. Yeah, and nobody knows how it works. Okay. So this is easy enough. Oh, Wait, what? Ooh. Oh, it's because I changed the I changed the URL. Or I changed the URI. The URI. All right, that's all I want. So, okay. I guess the format of what we send, it needs to be malleable. It's going to be all JSON. From what I remember, all JSON. You cannot have JSON that is a square bracket on the outer end, which kind of irritated me when I first learned that, but it makes sense. All properly formatted JSON has squiggly brackets on the root open and close. So inside of here, I guess you would have... Would there be any other actions on message? I don't think so. Wait, did I just make that up, or is that... Okay, I want a JSON... Let me see. JSON validator. Oh, I learned about JSONal. Is that a typo, or is that an actual thing? Okay, well, according to this, I completely made that up. Okay. Then what am I thinking of? Maybe I'm thinking of it's an actual thing. Java. What is JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. So I'm guessing the L in JSONal means language, notation language. What is what is JSONal? Let's see. Oh, okay. So it's basically just line delimited JSON. I see. All right. It's an actual thing, you know. Well, I'd never heard it called JSONal before. Yes, I understand that it's just basically one valid JSON object per line, you know, where normally JSON has it. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Instead of using a DB. What do you mean instead of using a DB? It's good for recording information instead of that depends on your use case. Like, it really depends on your use case. Though I did add something that was pretty cool. This was years ago, where we had a binary database. And just the way, because I'm such an amazing programmer, the way that each record inside of the database worked, the way that basically we were able to go to a certain offset in the file to basically retrieve the records, I was able to simultaneously support line delimited text files, so that each data element, each datum, if you will, each datum was on a single line. So it was completely line delimited. It was kind of like a line delimited database in a way. Anyway. I'm just trying to think of, like, you know, you would have the from user, the conversation ID. The conversation, and you know what? It might actually make more sense to have a channel ID. So, like, think basically what I'm trying to derive is like the minimal. Okay, I don't want to over-engineer this, but just the basic JSON structure for a message, right? Like if we go back to the AI thing that that NotSure did. Let me pin this so I don't lose it. Like when I send Bob I am Bob. When I send I'm Alice. When I send Carol a message, goddamn Carol always pissing me off. Hi there. This message I just sent her, what data elements does it need? It needs a from, it needs a channel, because you can't really have a to, like it needs a from user, right? Which I'm just going to say from. Really, to user doesn't make sense because you can have chat rooms. So that's why I'm thinking channel. The channel itself would define who's in the channel. So that from the from and from the channel, you can figure out who it's to, because it would basically be everybody in the channel minus the from. You need the timestamp, which we'll just call timestamp. Then you need the actual text. Is there anything else? I think, again, I don't want to over-engineer it. Maybe we will actually have a to user. From user, to user, which may be empty. To user can be empty. Channel ID. Trying to think of what I like better. Attachment file. No, I don't think so. I mean, again, remember what this is for. Remember the purpose of this, right? It's just for this training a database for just remember what it's for. So, so an attachment, while yes, you can attach, I mean, I think if we were writing like an actual proper chat program, yes, you would want like an array of attachments, right? But we're not, the goal here is we're not writing an actual chat program, right? We're not actually rewriting Discord yet. But like right now we're just getting a basic, right now this is like for our little AI bot thingy. So from user, to user, channel ID. I'm trying to think. See, this is my problem. I'm getting stuck on like, well, do I like the underscore better or do I like the capital U better? Like, what do you guys like? Do you like, so here, what do you guys prefer? Do you prefer, let's take from user, for example. So you could have from underscore user. You could have from uppercase user. What else? You could have just put them together from user, which sometimes I think that looks fine too, like timestamp. Or is timestamp one word? Yes, timestamp is, well, it's most commonly, but is it in the dictionary? Okay, major dictionaries list single word versions as the standard. Okay, so timestamp is one word. So what do you guys prefer? From user, I mean, you could also, like, you could go, like, insane, right? From user, like, who wants to do that? You could also do from, like, I'm leaning kind of towards none of them. I'm just going to go from, to, channel. NotSure says from underscore user all lowercase. As a JavaScript TypeScript developer, I prefer from uppercase. Snake case is what NotSure. No. I'm going to try and avoid the problem altogether. Although this gets ambiguous, right? Because this says to, I don't necessarily know that it's a username. So, to user. Oh, see this, I'm getting stuck. Why am I getting stuck on this? All right, from, to, channel, timestamp. Maybe we just go with my idea because, like, no, the channel. Okay. This is what we want. This is fine. I'm all distracted now. I'm distracted by what's happening over here, like on this screen. Like now I need to fucking be able to concentrate for more than 10 minutes. Jesus Christ. All right, whatever. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care about you guys. You guys suck. No, you guys, I love you guys. I don't remember how to do class notation in Python, so I'm just going to bring something up. Yeah, I think that's fine. Why is it? Oh, my stars and garters. Okay, stop. But that's not going to return. That's not going to return JSON. Why is it? Why is the AI doing that? No, I just want. Okay, I mean this is simple stuff. I'm getting hung up on simple stuff. It's because I'm really distracted and I'm just like suddenly like I just, oh my God, it's been bad, boys. It's just been bad. I've been having a hard time concentrating for a few weeks now. In Python, write a simple to JSON function for this class. Insta Reels are really destroying our attention span. They are. They really are. Okay, this is fine. This looks good. It's also up to you to fix your attention span. I'm not paying attention to Matthew. I've already lost interest. No, I'm kidding. I love you, Matthew. Welcome, Matthew. I had a great commit message earlier. You missed it. We talked about your father, and you weren't even here to see it. But you know that's what happens. That's what happens when you're not in the chat room. That's what happens. No. My father, well, your father was here, oddly enough. He was. Oh, goddamn Python. Okay, wait a minute. I screwed something up. I was just hitting enter, not paying attention to what the AI was really doing. Okay. Wait, whoa, wait a minute there, mister. You wait a minute. You pump those brakes, mister. Okay. All right. So default main. That's interesting. Okay, so it's just an async. Huh. That's weird. Huh. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Oh, look. Oh, okay. Not sure. Okay, fine. Go ahead, not sure. Just go how it works. You don't know how it works. Unindent match. See, this is weird. This is weird. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna do git reset. Oh no. Almost did that too. Okay, let's get back to basics. Let's just start over, Addie. Let's just start over like you always do in life. Just start over because, once again, you're just going to throw out this perfectly good code because you got bored of it, because it just wasn't giving you those feelings anymore, because that's just how it works with programmers these days. As soon as the code starts to become boring and predictable, suddenly now the feelings of the programmer, like that, oh no, you got to go find some other code that's exciting, because it's all about feelings with programmers. All right. Company has a you know what you commit rule. If you commit code you don't know, that's not good. Well, yeah. No, Matthew, I was telling the story about how the company I work for, we're doing an integration with this other company, and the product manager has been pushing it really, really hard. Like he's in like trying to get it in our next release. Our next release is dev. We are going to be dev. We have to be dev complete by the middle of September. So that's like 3-4 weeks away, right? And pushing it really, really hard. Like, oh no, we got to do this, right? And so I'm like, well, what the fuck are you like? Okay, let me talk to these guys at this other company. So I set up the technical meeting with them. I'm like, okay, like, and it's the two co-founders. It's a small company, right? Two co-founders, both of whom were supposedly technical, right? Because I was very clear. I want a technical meeting. This has to be a technical meeting. So it's me and one of my engineers, and we're on the call. And and like the product that they have, it's like the website that NotSure sent me. It looks beautiful. It looks great. It looks technically very nice. But how does it work? Who the fuck knows, right? Nobody knows how it works. So I'm on the meeting with these guys with this other company, and I'm like asking them these technical questions, and obviously they used AI to write some of their product. Nothing wrong with that. AI is used everywhere these days, right? But I think they used AI to write the whole product, and as soon as they get started, as soon as you start pressing about any technical questions, it's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Let me put it in a README file. Like, no, like, I mean, come on. We're stepping back from AI at work, and honestly feels good. A guy got fired for abusing it. He vibe coded and couldn't answer questions. Yes, if you can't answer basic fucking questions about how something works, about how it does this, like, I mean, like, I'm asking these guys questions, and like, I kind of wanted to ask them, like, do you even know what JSON is? Like, do you know how to turn a computer on? Kind of like, it was bad. It was obviously just like completely vibe coded. And this company, they're selling their product for like 6 figures a year, like a subscription for 6 figures a year. You're talking like 15-20 grand per month they're selling this for. And nobody fucking knows how it works. And the best part about it is that it's a cybersecurity product. It integrates with other cybersecurity products. If this thing is vibe coded, how the fuck do you think the security is on that? How secure do you think their platform is? It integrates with cybersecurity products, meaning it has access to sensitive information. It is able to read sensitive information, and they're just reading it and sending it to the cloud. Now, granted, they do have an on-premise version, but they're pushing really hard the cloud version because I don't think anybody knows how the on-premise version works. Like, it's mind-boggling. First, we need to figure out what JSON is. I know, right? Like, God. Jeez, let me take care of that. But it pisses me off. And like I said, like, this is being pushed really hard at work by the product manager. Oh no, we got to get this in for the next version. We got to like chill. Like, oh no. And then they don't know how, like, they literally do not know how it works. And it pisses me off. Which is why I kind of want to do this, because there is like having been in like I've been over the past like year or two, I've been transitioning less from an engineer and more into the business side of things, right? And like I think it would have probably helped me like a long time ago to like get like a master's, like an MBA, but whatever, right? So the more I transition into the business side of things, the more I'm realizing there is so much money out there. Like obviously, and there's so much money just thrown around by corporations, by businesses. They just we had, oh my God, we had this guy. This story takes place back in 19 diggity doo. No, this takes place like 2022, I think, is when this guy joined our company. And the CTO at the time, like the company I work for, they have a habit of putting product people in as the CTO. It's like I don't think they know what the T in the CTO stands for. But okay, so the CTO at the time was a product guy. Okay? And our business, it takes in data, it does a bunch of stuff with it, and it allows you to query it, okay? Now, we do this very, very, very fast. Very, very quickly, right? Like now we're pushing like 15 gigabits per second, right? A lot of fucking data. And we're processing, we're capturing, we're parsing, we're writing, when we do the analytics, we're creating alerts on it, we're notifying this service. Like these servers, we are squeezing every little bit of CPU we can out of these servers. And so we're like now at like 15G. We sell at 12, right? But like if you push it, you can push it to like 15, 16G gigabits. So the last CTO, he had a hard on for this guy named Ian, because Ian was a salesman, but a salesman pretending to be a programmer. And he comes in with all these promises about how he's going to be able to push us upwards of 100G, 100 to 200G, because what the CTO wanted us to do, he had visions of our product being in like industrial, basically like think about like AT&T or Verizon or Comcast. Think about the throughput that they process, like that's going through their labs. And this CTO wanted our appliances, like they wanted like, AT&T needs a security product, not in their offices, but on their infrastructure. So, that's us. NotSure, just put 8 servers in parallel. Yeah, nope. No, oh, Jesus Christ, I wish we'd thought of that before. No, I'm giving you a hard time, NotSure. So anyway, he brings in Ian. Ian was going to save us. Ian was like, he's talking about how he can push these things. He's going to be able to get 50G, no problem, like 50G and probably after some. And then, so let me go back to the ancient tool of software architects everywhere. Oh my God, come here, right? So what we had is, a company has a computer and then has lots of computers. We're going to do a bunch of computers, right? And these are all in a network. And all the data that's being generated by that network, oh my stars and garters, come over here. All the data that's being generated in that network is being captured and processed by our system, which I'm going to put down here, right? This is ADICO, all right? ADICO. So I know an NSA guy that does whole data center DPI, deep packet inspection, right? And that's like, I mean, that's essentially what we are. We're also like a DPI product, right? So all this data, it's being sent to, oh my star, I didn't mean to do that. No. It's being sent to us. And Ian, oh God, just like talking about him. So we have the, oh my gosh, I'm just going to go to a text file because I'm starting to, we haven't done a blood pressure check. Let's do that. Let's do a blood pressure check really quick. And then I'm going to go back to my story about Ian. I'm going to write it down. Ian. And I'm going to draw an angry face. All right. Blood pressure check, boys. You know the deal. If you guess the systolic and the dystolic correctly, you get $100. If you guess the systolic, the dystolic, and the pulse correctly, you get $300. Put your guesses in the chat room now. Let's do it. NotSure's already got his guess in. He didn't forget the BPM today. Matthew, Henna, Debzibe, Lindsay, anybody want to put a guess in? Okay, Matthew's there with his guess. There's Debzibe. All right, let's go. Here we go. I'm waiting for it. Okay, it has started. So this is where I got to be relaxed, quiet for a couple of minutes. I take my time. I got to find my Zen place. I got to realize I am lovable. People do like me. That I am worth something. All right, I'm just trying to fill the space. I'm trying to fill the silence. I shouldn't be talking. Oh, we got an error. Just to be transparent, we got an error. The first try, I got an error, so I'm going to tighten it up and I'm going to try again. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. It's doing its thing now. It's doing its thing. Oh my gosh. All right. No, this is a wrist one. This is a wrist sensor, or whatever you call it. All right, come on. It's coming. Okay, we have 127 over 73 with a pulse of 59. I'm just writing it down just to show you guys. 127, 73, 59. And oh God, you guys were close. Okay, so NotSure, very close, slightly off at 128 over 77. And then Matthew, pretty close as well, at 125 over 74. Debzibe was way off, thinking I'm fat and unhealthy, but you guys were all wrong. All right, so let me just write that down in my records. So, okay, so we had 127. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. 127, 7359, and that was a 519. All right. So Ian, there are several parts to our product, right? And the portion that going to play a game with a friend I don't even want to tell the story now. Now that Matthew's leaving, now that he's leaving like that, I don't even want to tell the story. Yep. LDN415 on Twitch said, LOL, I love some AI slander. Oh, that actually sounds like a legitimate text message, like a legitimate chat room message. Like somebody was actually listening to my stream on Twitch. Imagine that. Huh. Anyway, okay, so Ian, on our computer, on our server, there's lots of software running, right? But our main product, which I'm just going to call sensor, that's not what we call it, but we're going to call it the sensor. The sensor does lots of things. First, it does ingest, right? It does sessionization. Remember, we've been talking about sessionization, right? It does the parsing, and then it does some other stuff, and then it does writing. These are the main things you have to really worry about. There's a whole other machine that I should do parsing, which is aka meta generation, meta extraction. That's fine too, right? And then we have and if you're wondering, well, Addy, how do you retrieve this data? Like, how do you query the data, right? Well, there's a whole other machine, because the meta gets offloaded to another machine, which we will call the indexer. Not that this matters, I'm just giving you, but the indexer is what actually does the indexing, and it's what serves queries. Anyway, Ian, this motherfucker. Mind you, there's lots of things before you get to the server. There's lots of other things you need to think about, right? There's the computer itself. You got to think about how fast the computer itself is. You've got to think about how fast the NIC card that is. Oh, come on. You got to think about how fast your infrastructure is. How fast is your switch? How fast is it? Well, Ian, you know that 8 terabyte drive I have? That 8 terabyte drive, which that's because of Ian. Because one of the things that really slows us up most is write speeds. Being able to write, like we're able to capture and process data quicker than a lot of disks are able to write it to disk. So Ian, he was flat. He was like, we're going to be able to take data, and we're going to be able to take it right from the NIC card right to disk, and we're going to be able to, he had these grand, which in theory sounds good, and it's like everything. The problem is that everything he said was technically sound, like it made sense. It was like, yeah, if you have the proper hardware, that could work. If you have the proper infrastructure and setup, yeah, that could work. NVMe. So that was Ian's solution. Was okay. We're just gonna have to have NVMe drives, and you balk at the price. You look at the price, and you're like, wow, that's a ton of fucking money. But if companies, if they want a machine that's going to perform at 100 gigabits per second, they're going to have to pay for it, right? Like it's not going to be free. But Ian, this all started from the point of how much money corporations waste. Because of Ian's pipe dream, he had them spend money on 4 different servers. I forget what they were. Dell. They weren't our Dell 670s. I forget what they were, but they were over $100K each for the servers, which actually is, that's expensive, but it's not unheard of. It's not crazy expensive. The NVMe drives that he had, each one was, I think each one was like $1,800. Each one was 8 terabytes. And we were talking, I think, 2 petabytes of data is what we were, something like that. But spent an incredible amount of money on, the storage alone was in wasn't 200 grand, 300 grand. And then there was, of course, all of the switch, the NIC cards, everything, all told, because of Ian's grand vision, which had not even been demonstrated to be partially true, just on his word, and his word alone. This company, which at the time was struggling, spent over $1.5 million on Ian's grand vision. And then he kept saying, oh my God, it got good because I'm going to have a demo. When's the demo going to be, Ian? Well, I'll have a demo probably by the end of July. Mind you, this is probably said in April. By the end of June or July, yeah, I'll have a demo. Then, June comes along. Well, I ran into some problems and now we have to order this. But because it was always like, oh, well, we have to buy something else. We have to buy something else. And then this is going to be ordered. And then, well, we got to wait for that because I'm not going to be able to demo because in order for this to work, I'm going to need this component. And by the way, that component's going to cost like $75,000. But hey, what's $75,000? This company spent over $1.5 million for this R&D effort. And what was the end product of it? I have like 20 of these NVMe drives. Like, Ian, it finally management started to see the farce that was Ian. Finally management. And then he had, there was supposed to be this big demo. Finally, this demo. And it was kind of known that this was the last demo. If Ian had to cancel or postpone this demo for whatever reason, it wasn't going to be good for Ian. So I'll just say Ian does not work for our company anymore. Ian is gone. And we wasted $1.5 million. I can't say it was a complete waste because we did get some nice servers, and I got a bunch of NVMe drives, 8 terabyte NVMe drives. So, I don't know. It wasn't all a complete loss. Let me see. It's this disk right here. I only put one in this computer. I have a stack of them out in the garage. Yeah, 7.27 terabytes. So, yeah, they're nice. They're fast. Okay, let's get back to this. All right, so what were we doing? Okay, it's really driving me nuts that I press tab and it takes me over 4 spaces, but the indent is 2. I gotta sync the spaces. I'm gonna have to sync them. I'm trying not to sit idle with my mouth open. When I was little and I would be in the car with my dad and I'd just be sitting there and he would always I'd just feel his hand reach every now. I remember that, just being a little boy in the car with my dad, and then he's just, I'm just like, So every time I find myself just sitting idly by with my mouth gaping open, I think of my father just going. All right, it's getting warm in here. I feel like at 5 o'clock the temperature changes. Yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's warm. All right. What does my father do for a living? My father, he's always worked in cars for as long as I can remember. And I guess when I was about 12 years old, about 10, 12 years old, he opened up, he does my mom. No, that hasn't happened for nearly 50 years. But no, he opened up a Avis franchise. In case you don't know, Avis is a large car rental company. I believe they bought Budget Rent a Car, and now they're the same company. I think it's Budget. But anyway, so he bought an Avis franchise when I was like 10 or 11 years old, and he's kind of grown. He grew that. I think at the height, he had like 5 or 6 franchises, and now he only has 2. He like scaled back or whatever reasons, I don't know. But it kind of just runs itself. And I always ask him like when he's going to retire, and he says he doesn't want to retire because when people retire, that's when they die. And he is 70. He was 76 years old now. So, yeah, he's 76 years old. So he goes into the office like 1 or 2 days a week. So just to kind of go, but like just kind of keep himself busy. So he's pretty much retired now. Okay, so this looks legit. Come on. Oh, wait. AI doesn't know what it is. So, okay. So, tests, no. Message handler. I guess I could just do this. Def from JSON. Data equals JSON loads. Where's data? Okay. No. That makes sense. Oh, man. Oh, this is bothering me so much. I don't even want to go to Cape Town. I don't even want to go to Cape Town. But I'm going to. All right, the message comes in and it needs to be handed to it needs to be sessionized. That's the other thing we need to do. Right. Okay, the session. When I was talking to AI, it said you should cap the sessions off by token limit, essentially. But that would just be size. No, wait. Let me go back to my diagram. Is it there? It's not there? Where is it? Maybe it's here. Incoming bounded extraction window. Identify topics. Okay, so let's start with... I got an idea. Okay, so this session is going to be defined essentially by the channel ID. That would be the unique. Should it be, or should it be? Okay, no, I have a better idea. Session ID. I think the session ID. All right, that's fine. You have to create the session. To create the session, what did we decide upon? We decided that we would have a from user to user channel. I feel like those are the three things, and those should just be hashed together. Honestly, we don't even need the hash. What the heck? We'll hash them anyway. No, because you're going to have... session manager. Sessions. Okay, so this is creating a dictionary, add session, remove session, get session. I'm gonna go.